great subject matter. It's a legal fiction setup. When you basically run an accusatory system of law through what we call the legal system, this is the English law system, but I'm going to call it the English legal system because I know that the more that we use the word law, we get confused as confusing it with God's law. The legal system is completely opposed to what is of God or anything to do with the Ten Commandments or anything that is written in the Bible. The legal system is what Satan has literally put together with his minions so that when they swear an oath to the bar, they've denied the grace of Jesus Christ, and therefore there's no free grace. It's a pay-as-you-go system based on even with the craziness of even giving you credit to obtain debt. So it's not even a system based on legal title that gives you legal title in a credit the way we would consider it to be an asset. It's actually credit to obtain debt to bring you into more of a debt system. So the whole system is really based on an international control of controlling debt, not what we would think in our mind is real credit. So when we go to what is a legal setup? What is that? What's that concept? It already has a bad feel about it right off the top. But we know when we look into Scripture, the book of Proverbs talked about that the evil would lay in wait for the innocent without cause. So here's an innocent child whose name gets placed on a document, his privacy is violated, and then he's induced to believe with a name that is suggested by a supposition on the document based on the parents in belief in a hearsay name or fabled genealogy, basically is induced to participate in a system that's a setup. And therefore, the judgment that comes out of it is absolutely in the favor of those who have placed the setup in place. So they know that the legal title doesn't belong to the innocent without cause, and therefore they get them to believe. They go through an institutional training system that gets them to sign the name, believe in the name, do it from very young, and then by the time they reach age of election, they've actually now been induced to believe that something which is false is true, which is the definition of deceit, as is the definition of legal fiction, which is the assumption of the law that something which is false is true. So you've been induced to believe that the fabled legal surname that has now placed you as the property of the state is yours when it is not. And therefore all you've done is energize your time, your labor, and everything in your spirit to place and register everything into a system like that is called unjust enrichment, and that's called constructive fraud. People do not see this because the more they have in it, the worse it gets. So I'm going to read you what a setup is. And I'm reading out of the New World Dictionary of American English, 3rd College Edition, Webster's. And pardon the part on the fact that it's New World Webster's, but it's just telling you that they don't even hide what they're doing, even in the definitions of the words. So it says, a setup is a contest deliberately arranged as an uneven match to result in an easy victory. The contestant marked for defeat in such a contest. An undertaking that is or is purposely made very easy, or a goal or result that is easy to achieve. A person who is easily tricked. So, if you feel you've been beguiled, it's because you were placed into a legal setup.